Hey guys, thanks for checking out the Bucked Up Podcast. If you don't mind hitting the like, subscribe button, we have new episodes coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. This episode is sponsored by Exotic Roots Hydro, which I have to give a huge shout out to. They are a huge supporter of the podcast, and I'm really happy to be working with them. If you're ever in Rochester, New York, and you need to learn about any of your hydroponic needs, go to their shop. You can follow them at Exotic Roots Hydro on Instagram. Shout out their whole team. They have an amazing venue space. They're going to be putting on tons of events. Just make sure to follow Exotic Roots Hydro on Instagram. And if you're ever in Rochester, definitely stop by. Let's get back into it.
It was at this moment that he knew.
He bucked up.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you have fucked up.
This motherfucker changed his outfit like
three times.
When he's not even on the Conway podcast, when he was just waiting.
When I was just waiting.
He kept changing.
When I was just waiting, man.
Pop star Kevmac changed his outfit. To be fair, I did the exact same thing. Do you remember
yes, sir.
that? And I almost wore sweatpants to the club.
It was
gotta be comfortable.
I didn't think
the feeling was mutual.
Yeah,
for sure. The situation as well. You know, we gonna talk about that. Your appearance is everything. Sometimes I don't know, not everything, but I feel like your appearance is just.
I mean, you want to make a good impression.
I want to make a good impression, and that's something that I like to do.
Nah, I'm the opposite. I've been wearing sweatpants. So I'm but at the same time,
I'm like, I was conflicted. I'm like, yo, bro, should I just wear this, like this Tro hoodie or some shit like that? I was like, nah, I'm gonna wear the struggle, you know.
But you need it. You don't get pussy from the great humor like me.
This nigga.
Nah, that for real. I do gotta salute you for the being. Thank you guys all for coming on. This was dope.
And honestly, I appreciate you for the opportunity to,
This dude, so I don't think I've ever told the story on the podcast fully. Yeah. I think I might have said, but we thought we were here at 1 p.m. for the Conway podcast. It didn't get recorded until 1:30 a.m. And Kevmac waited the whole time, called out of work, all that shit. And it ended up working out. Right. And I'm weird. I don't know if any of y'all are like this. Weird, things happen for a reason type shit. Because I feel like if Kev left, if he's like, nah, I'm going to go to work, then Conway wouldn't have come on the podcast.
You think so?
That's just how my weird,
understand. I totally understand you, man.
Well, that's why I'm happy that we're all doing it now, is because when I came to Buffalo for the first time, honestly, I think you're probably the second person I ever met in Buffalo, because you were there with Mike, and Struggle was the first place I ever went. And Buffalo is a second home to that shit. All right, don't hog the mic, Kevmac. You're just all appearance. Let him talk. But for real, that was a dope experience. Y'all showed me love. Buffalo's my second home, but Struggle is,
To anybody that come to the Struggle, that's what we try to do, bro. Because at the end of the day, it's not just somebody or a customer come to the store. Yeah, we all a family, and that's how we trying to have everybody feel.
Well, that's you just played me the stuff from the album y'all just dropped.
Album that just dropped.
Yeah, that shit is you guys are y'all work great together. And shout out Grenzy, who's not here too.
Yeah, shout out my boy Grenzy. Shout out Grenzy, bro.
Yeah, he's recovering from a fatal fall off a stage.
Love recovery, bro. He's doing better.
He good though, man. Good. He came back on that shit.
For real. Shoes off and everything. Killed that shit.
Shoes off, like a Japanese household.
He a warrior.
For real.
Samurai. No, but that album is so fire, and it shows that you guys just make great music together. And work together.
That's what Mike saw, man. He made this, and this shit's amazing, bro. Really on some shit. And I'm just happy to record with them, just be with them every day.
Yeah.
For real.
And that you guys put the from because it's weird, but I have been listening to you guys' music now for like almost 2 years at this point. Because like that's
awesome.
That shit's wild, but that is awesome. That shit's crazy to hear. Like, what was that track? I have to say, Octopus was that the one?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, you guys really have been putting in work and growing too. It's cool that Mike gives you like this place to do that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Who was the first? So we had a lot of false starts on this episode, but we finally here.
We're moving.
I do want to hear like from you guys, like you guys explain the story of how y'all all found Struggle.
Well, these boys right here. I was in Florida still.
I was
in Puerto Rico still.
Yeah. I was in I was still recording at Speedy's basement. Shout out to Speedy the Icon. And I was working my dad, like with my dad, he's my manager. And he found out this like mutual friend that knew Mike, and she kind of put us on to Mike. And we ended up going to the Struggle to meet up like with Mike, because Mike had heard my music and then reached out to us after that mutual friend.
How old were you at that point?
Up. I was 17.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 20 now. I think I was 17 when I first met Mike.
And then you knew
Kev. Yeah.
And y'all met.
Yes, sir.
Longer before that.
Yeah. They've known each other. I met JJ probably like 6 months, 7 months after I started talking to Mike.
Okay, so you met Mike because he heard your music in Speedy and you went over there. Yeah. How did you meet Kev? This is like the fucking Marvel universe. I'm going to figure it out.
I met Kev in Speedy's basement. I had just started to record there, and Kevin had been doing stuff there for a couple months already.
Right.
And Speedy told me that him and his brother, Carlito, they were making music, and he wanted us to link up.
And then how did you meet Speedy?
I met Speedy. Oh, damn. I was like 11. So my grandma had worked with some lady, which happened to be his wife. And she told my grandma about some event. And so I signed up for the event. And I had
a rap event?
Yeah, a rap event. And I was making music on my mom's phone and like my room and shit. So fuck it. I signed up. I went there. I plugged in the aux and I did my thing. And then Speedy was the one who introduced me on stage. So after that, he was just kind of like, yo, I got a studio built. And then later on, I got to record in his studio. And some weeks after that, same dude came around. And then that's when we met, honestly.
Yeah. And then, so how did you meet Kevmac?
This was back in Sheridan Projects. Man, it's just through family, like I said. His family grew up with my family in Puerto Rico. I always knew about him. I knew he did music. Like, I always be in tune with everybody that do music, because that's just something that's in my bloodline also. So.
Were you making music at that point?
Fucking around type shit. Just, you know what I mean?
Putting shit in your notes.
Yeah, freestyling. If I hear a beat with my cousins, we start rapping. But they was always older and they knew more. So they'll try to you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Outshine me and shit.
When did you start rapping?
I started rapping, say 2019, 18.
Okay.
Like officially like writing and recording.
So did you ever record in Speedy's basement?
No. I was in Florida. But I was getting like, they was giving me tips and little things here and there, especially Kevmac, because I was always on the phone with Kevmac. Like especially after the studio, before the studio, during the studio, because he the one that actually made me record. Because I'm just fucking around, doing street shit, just like never serious about it. But after that, like, he just really put me on.
Really?
He really put me on, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here if I never recorded in Florida. I could tell you that now.
I didn't even know, man. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. That's wild. Real. And I think that shows in the music too, like the connection, but that shit's real. Like,
I appreciate that. Yeah.
It's like, salute for real.
Appreciate that, bro.
So then when did you come to struggle?
So we was recording in Speedy's basement, and when we was recording in Speedy's basement, that's when we was really coming together as a team and shit. And they was talking about, oh, we want to get a studio, relocate, different spot, like our own spot out the basement. And I had, at the end of the year, went on a trip to Puerto Rico, and then I came back, And by the time I came back, I hit Speedy like, yo, I'm trying to get some hours in. And he sent me the address, and that shit took me to the struggle.
Yeah.
I walk in, and then I walk in, right? And the first thing I do when I walk in is I trip on the doorway. And this nigga and this dude, Mike, look at me. He like, are you supposed to be an artist or something?
Who's this goof?
Yo, and from there on out, we just been rocking with it.
And then, so when did you start coming into struggle?
Damn. When I come back from Florida, all right, I've been here 2 years now.
You came in
Again.
like a year after we was recording.
So, yeah. And what year was that? A little high.
2019.
2019. So I came in 2019 recording with these boys. I came in because I'm trying to get back in music. Like I said, Kev put me on. He said first, like literally the day before I left.
And you were
Florida.
recording in Florida?
Yeah. But I never really knew nothing because they just got me in the booth, got me out.
Mm-hmm.
No mixes, no nothing.
Right.
So I'm recording at the struggle. I come back because Kevmac's like, yo, we got to record these songs. We got to get back in motion. So, yo, this is crazy, bro. I come to the studio. I recorded 2 songs that day. Nah, capping. I recorded 3 songs that day that I wrote in Florida.
Yeah, you had told me about it. You had called me.
Yeah. Then after that shit, I've been there for a whole year, bro. Nonstop, every day, from the morning till night. Like, just straight putting in that work, bro. Like I was just trying to do something, bro.
When did you get back from Florida in 2019? Do you remember what time of year?
Beginning of the year, like.
So you
March.
must have gotten back literally right when I came.
Yeah.
It must have been like, that's crazy. I didn't even know. I thought.
Literally.
And when did
When
the Buffalo Kid store open? That was the first
That was
day.
in 2020, I thought.
Yeah, that was a
2021.
year after.
It was so that was
Same
the
time around year after.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So you had been there like a year, recording and just doing stuff. So how long after you got back from Florida did you go to struggle and start recording?
Same day, bro. Same day. I came back and on the same day I was like, yo, Kevmac, I'm here. And he was like, yo, I'm in the store. I swear to God, I live 2 blocks from the other studio. It was just a coincidence. It was just made to be, bro. Like, it was just made to be.
I'm like, yo, if you don't get your ass back to Buffalo, start recording and take this shit. I told him like, yo, come home, put yourself around the right people. I got the right people around me right now. Come record and take this shit serious. And so the same day he got to Buffalo, he had hit me like, yo, Kev, I'm here. Told him pull up to the struggle, introduce him to Speedy, before they had met through phone, like when FaceTime and shit. Cause I always had him in the studio like as much as I could. And after that, I left and he did his own thing. He recorded 3 songs, like I said, like he said, and I was just telling him like, surround yourself with the right people, and I introduce you to the right people, man.
Yeah.
So that's what
did you see in him that made you want to like be like, follow this, do this?
I mean, we just come from a lot of the same beginnings, like humble beginning, and thinking about what we want. I know he wants it as bad as I do. So that's my brother. I'm always put him on, as well as I know he would do the same for me.
Yeah.
Word.
Real shit.
My dog.
And then you start making, this place is cool because then it gives you a place that you can start doing it. Like,
It just feels like you're in your bedroom, making and recording with the guys.
That ass.
Yeah.
For real.
Honestly, like it's crazy that I get to come in and record here, like because I felt like that and I'm not even in it. You know what I mean? Like it's
a
cool.
real home environment.
Yeah.
It's a different feel for real.
What was everyone's first impression of Mike?
Mike ain't talked to me at first. Mike, you know, he just he mysterious. He mysterious. So he was, you know, but observant, you know, and shit. And then it just got to a point where we were just talking. And then he put me on a track with Kevmac and Grenzy. Remember Early Bird on Progress.
Was that your first track ever put out?
With Mike, yeah.
Was that your first track ever put out?
No. Cabin, yeah. It was. Because I released on and on platforms. Yeah, that was my first one.
So he put you on the track.
Mm-hmm.
And he was quiet. He was just like,
he was just chill.
He was just militant before that shit.
He was like, I like how you work with Kevmac. You feel me with the features? Because before that, I already worked with all the artists from Struggle, like Speedy. I had a track with Spider, same dude, Kev, Grenzy. I have like experience. You know, we just chilling.
Yeah.
But this was before like he had put us on to like, you know, getting the original sound beats and shit. So like, you know, we was type beats this and that, you know, and then that's when we started releasing shit. Like when we started switching up our game, you know, and actually releasing shit. Shit felt good, you know. My first release track was Hard Time by On the Great Escape from Sugar Mike.
With
you
El
know,
Camino.
And then exactly.
That was your
El
first
Camino.
track.
Yeah, with El Camino.
Damn.
And Ace Rock, you know.
How old are you?
16.
Okay. How old are you?
21.
Okay. What was your first track put out?
The Struggle with Benny.
Yeah.
And Speedy.
Uh-huh.
That was your first track.
Yes, sir. Yo.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that was my first track. I wrote it when I was 16, and then we didn't get to record it until I was 17. So in the song, I say something about how I'm 16, but at the time I was actually 17. But it is what it is. But yeah, we did that shit, and that was the first one.
I'm gonna cut the clip and just be like, rapper same dude admits to capping in bars.
Capping in bars. Yo, that's funny, bro. That's funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you came in with Speedy and Mike just liked your stuff. And how long after that did that track come out?
Probably like a good, it was quick. It was probably like 3 months after I knew Mike. So you want to know first impressions on Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was real. Like Mike wanted to get to work. Like he knew, like Mike saw potential in all of us. And he was like, let's start this shit type shit.
But you also had to see potential in each other too to want to work.
Oh, of course.
Again, me and Kevin started young. So like when we first met up, I saw potential in him because again, he used to rap with his brother.
I met same dude. I was 13 when I met same dude.
Yeah. Yeah. He used to rap like with his brother, and Kevin's younger like than his brother. And I really fucked with Kevin's flow, and I just like how he presented himself even at like such a young age.
Mm-hmm.
Like me and Kevin just kind of clicked.
My brother. Yeah, man. We definitely clicked.
You were rapping with your brother?
Yeah, I was rapping with my brother.
Does your brother still rap?
No.
My man's a boxer and he's fucking sick with it.
He does vlogs.
He fucking
oh yeah, your brother's like a pretty well known, but you wanna know something crazy?
Go check out his YouTube, Cartel Mack.
You wanna know something crazy though? I was talking to Jay, you know Jay, my boy. And he said he knew Carlito through other shit than you completely.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm about to put him on.
Isn't that small world type shit? That's
small world type shit.
That do y'all this is forever. Do y'all believe in coincidences?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah, bro.
I believe in a lot.
No, but okay. No. So you believe in coincidences? Like you believe it just happens, like there's no like order to it, or you believe that everything happens? Yeah, you believe everything.
Yeah,
Wait.
it happens for a reason. Yep.
Yeah, I believe everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like the coincidence is like the opposite, you know, like I believe everything happens for a reason too. Like you feel like people like waste days. Not even waste days, but like, oh yeah, I just don't smoke the blunts. All good. I feel like I'm a fucking like a vegan. You know what I mean?
Smoker.
Yeah, vegan
Yeah.
smoker.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, nah, I just smoked the J's,
Nah,
not the
really.
blunts.
I
You
only
know?
smoke cones, really, like raw cones nowadays. I don't smoke blunts either. I smoked a blunt earlier with him, but that was just because he rolled one.
You don't roll?
No.
Do you know how to?
Backwoods, I can roll okay.
Okay.
But I really just stick with cones. Really. So I just pack my shit real quick.
You smoke.
Okay.
Who smokes Dutches?
I smoke Dutches.
You smoke Dutches?
Hell yeah, I smoke Dutches.
What do you smoke?
Yeah, no, I smoke a Dutch.
Dutches and Lees.
White Owl.
No backwoods or fronto?
Backwards. I mean, I said backwards. I mean backwards.
No
Backwoods.
backwoods
Gotta
anymore.
wash the shit out them backwoods, man.
Yeah, I be rinsing my shit. Paper towel. You gotta use a paper towel. If you
Why no
gotta,
backwards
you gotta
no
use
more?
toilet paper.
Shit, because there was a time where I was smoking a pack a day.
Yeah,
Just
Damn.
and not what? Yeah, 5-pack,
Smoke,
5-pack
smoke.
of either honey or just the grape.
Yeah, bro.
And I wasn't packing them shits with a fucking eighth every single time. I was just smoking that shit. I was fucking 16, 17, fucking getting Nick buzzed off that shit.
I would put like I would put like half backwood guts, half weed.
Oh,
yeah,
nah.
that shit's gross.
That's called something. I forget what it is. It's like
disgusting.
A banger or
That's what
something.
it's called.
Banger or something.
Disgusting.
Nah, I know some
bro.
people that put weed like in their cigarettes and smoke that shit.
I would do that. I used to smoke spliffs. That's why I don't smoke tobacco no more. Is I would
Yeah.
put like I'd roll this with 50% tobacco and 50% weed.
Yo, I smoked the
Whatever you
spliff.
like.
I smoked the split, bro. I swear that shit be hitting your head. I
remember. Yeah,
Like, I
I
can't.
remember.
That
I
shit-
did that once. I was so low on weed. And I think this was one of the last times I was so low on weed, and I put like 80% tobacco, 20% weed,
Boy.
Yeah.
and I smoked it in my car, and I finished it in the park. Like I smoked it on the way home, and I finish it in the driveway, and I park, and I get such that nicotine buzz that I literally had to put my seat back and like lay in my car
Yeah,
for
just
an
chill out.
hour. It was horrible.
For
Yo, I used to when I was in college, there were girls that would do those fucking mole rips. You smoke bongs, so you
Yeah.
probably know what that
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
is.
Talking about the res?
You put what you do is you take a bong and you fill with tobacco, and then you put a little bit of keef on it, and it would make girls like throw up. They would
Dude,
just be
that's
like,
disgusting.
they'd look like fucking Stephen Hawking, bro. Like,
Yo, I used to go to school with kids that used to take the res out of their bongs and put that shit in and smoke that shit. And that shit's gross. A res hit.
Nah, bro. Smoking the bombs like hitting that dab, bro. I'm good.
Nah, bro.
you
I'll
just saw
definitely-
me hit the dab and then I
Yeah,
had to
nah,
go.
bro.
Got the
That
clean
shit,
water. You
that
got the
shit
clean water.
wrecked me for a
You good.
couple minutes.
You good.
Nah, that shit. It was so funny. I was with my friend and I was like, damn, I just want a point where I can like smoke whenever I want. He's like, you are at that point. Like, I do remember like chipping when you were like hit the bowl, like the res hits out of bowls and shit. Like,
I know people. I know what you're talking about. I
Yeah,
seen
nah.
that shit.
no.
Scraping that shit off the side of them.
How was weed in Florida?
It's gas. It just depends on where you get it. You got scammers, is what we call them,
What do you mean, like fake weed?
type shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, damn. Yo, who was just telling me they got anyone ever heard of? I literally didn't know about K2, like synthetic weed.
Yeah.
You didn't
it's
know about
It's
K2?
just catnip with spray, some chemical spray shit that they do.
No, I didn't know about K2.
Yeah,
And then
bro.
this dude said that because he was on, I won't say he was on a past episode. So if you find it on the episode, you can find out who, but I'm not going to like call his shit out. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he said when he was like, when they were giving him piss tests and shit when he was out, like he got addicted to K2 because it wouldn't show up on the fucking. I didn't know it was.
In your,
Yeah,
like in your piss. Nah.
that's wild. Nah.
Okay, so no, man.
That's why I don't even like. That's why I don't even like how coffee made me. I don't know. I never tried Coke or nothing. It's just not for me. I don't like how caffeine makes me feel. Like I don't,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Why
Like
would
I get why people would, but just for me, like I don't like feeling that much energy. You saw me take the dab. Like I need to calm.
Yeah,
I need to
some
calm down.
shit, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yo, that night that you did that story with that mushroom bar, yo, that shit was making me crack up, bro.
I be hearing stories about them shits.
Mushrooms?
Shits are
But I
crazy.
never chilled with anybody that actually did it.
That
Are
chocolate.
you? Oh, you. I mean, I do mushrooms crazy.
I can't. Nah. I just know where they come from. Just bothers me.
They don't always come from cow shit. They make you can make. They make them. Nah,
Yeah, the lab shit.
Nah.
Yeah, I know.
they not. That's.
You want the
It's
real
not
shit?
like someone
He said,
is out there
nah.
finding. Nah,
Picking up cow shit just to get high. Nope.
but if you ever see those like chocolate bars with the mushrooms in it,
Yeah.
that shit don't do. To me, that's just not a good experience.
What's the feel? What?
It just feels like I don't know.
People compare it to the acid shit.
Do you do acid?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't know. It just like makes that inner voice in your head wicked loud, and then
Okay.
you just kind of see like shit
Differently.
come to life.
Right.
Wow. See.
Not come to life, but
Oh,
like
you
you
tripping.
see like colors like start moving, and like you would see the smoke kind of look like smoke like that. Like you
Oh,
wouldn't,
shit.
you don't see like a fucking like elephant in the room. Like what the fuck, you know? But like if you looked at this, you would kind of get what it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
like
hope
you would
somebody
see-
don't come in
Like that lightning.
fucked up off the shrooms in
Vibrant
here.
shit,
Shit,
yeah.
looking at her.
Nah, that's so fun. Yeah, y'all never done it?
What,
Hell no.
shrooms?
Yeah.
I really just smoke, drink.
What's your drink of choice?
Shit, but I stopped doing that shit. That shit addicting. He said what?
Yeah. I said, what's your drink of choice?
Henny.
I just had a Henny night the other night.
Henny nights
do
is
it.
every night.
Can't do it.
Nah,
You just get
bro,
this is the vibes, especially when you with the boys, right? When you drinking Henny.
when I have
Something
Henny
lit.
is like when I have when I have Henny is like when I have mushrooms. Honestly, because it's like I have to be like, all right, this is the night it's gonna be. Like I have to like make the decision that it's gonna be a night where I'm drinking Henny. I said yo,
Casamigos.
yeah, I fuck with
That's
Casamigos
that
heavy.
shit, so
Yeah,
I ain't
that
gonna
shit's
cap.
heavy. You know that's owned by that actor George Clooney.
Mm-mm.
I just found that out.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the first shot of Henny is like the worst thing. The first shot, after that, it's fine. But that first one,
Yo, Mike made us drink a whole fucking. You remember that at his house?
Yo, bruh.
Like at a party.
It was
He
a
had-
whole cup. It was
It
a
was a
whole red
cup.
cup of fucking Henny. He had to chug that shit down. Like literally chug that shit down.
for $50. And guess who won? Could you guess out of the three of us?
who was it?
Me.
JJ.
Told you I drink Henny.
You got that 50, you got that $50.
I came in mad close.
Yo, I swear after that, I was sitting in the chair. No JJ no more.
He,
No
yeah,
JJ no
He
more.
was out.
he gave me that fucking not the fucking what's that alcohol? The like milky drink.
Rum chata.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he gave me some bottle of that. That shit I couldn't. I don't like that sweet shit. I can't
Nah,
do
Some of that
sweet.
shit's good.
Nah, you try coquito?
That's what it
Yeah.
was. It was the
Yes,
bottle
yes,
of
Oh,
cocaine.
that's
was
what you
good
tried?
as fuck.
That
That's
shit's
a-
fire.
That shit is good.
The one that you see, it is good, but not the one. I hope Mike watches this. I don't want him to get upset. But the one he gave me, it was like pancake mix.
What the fuck?
What? Like it was like thick?
Yeah, it was like thick. It was thick. I didn't. And then it was
Wow.
like from some like car place.
Okay, nah, you need to get one that tastes like fucking chocolate milk. Cause that's what I feel like all coquito tastes
It
like.
depends. You know what I mean?
Depends
Put a
on which
little-
flavor.
Yo,
That
that's
Bacardi
what
in
I
there or
feel
something like that.
when I feel wild. I'll go to a gas station. I'll get a chocolate milk.
Gotta stop drinking that shit.
It fucks with my stomach.
I don't even like milk. I'm almond milk.
Almond milk.
Almond milk.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't fuck with them. Nah.
That's
Listen,
I love
almond milk is my wave, bro. I don't care what anybody say.
You can't. That's the
I do it
same
too,
thing.
bro. It's
Almond
okay.
milk.
Almond
You
milk
guys get. You need to get
A2
your
milk, too.
You got the pussy ass stomach.
Stomach, bro.
you got. You got the.
Once you drink that shit, it's like I don't know. I just fuck with it.
Almond milk.
Yeah,
it's not.
good.
Bro,
they
after
just
I started
squish-
smoking every
they
day-
squish nuts,
After
bro.
I
Are you
started smoking
kidding?
every day, it was
Yeah.
off on milk. I don't know what it is.
Oh.
I don't know. After I started smoking every day, I was done with that shit.
Well, are you a milk fan? Yeah.
I take me some intense chocolate milk.
Okay, intense milk is intense milk is like a fucking milkshake though. That shit is fire.
You fuck with
That
you?
shit's fire, huh?
You fuck with you?
Nah, hell no. When I was younger, maybe. Not now.
I like you. When I get
That shit
real
God.
fucked up, I get a yoo-hoo.
That shit don't taste the same.
Cause that shit brings you down though. Like that shit'll keep
All
you
right,
sane.
what's your gas station get fucked up snacks?
Shit.
I don't know.
You got come
You know
on.
them
always
Snyder's
change.
like honey mustard pretzels, like them little bite
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
But
them
they
shits
get
are
your
fucking-
hands too fucking dirty,
do.
and then you
They
have to
do.
be wiping them
They do.
shits.
They got the food. If they got the food, shit, then I'm out the. Yeah. Now you get right here, yeah. Just chilling, he's zoned out. Nah, but if they got the food hot and ready, shit out, I'm gonna grub on some shit like that, some tacos, some chicken wings.
Are you not a gas station food?
Yeah, depends. Like I said, it depends on where
it
you
doesn't
go.
affect your stomach, bro.
No,
Nah,
I need it-
Crosby's.
I need
Have
to
you ever
eat.
had Crosby pizza?
No.
It's honestly not terrible.
I need to eat.
Your chocolate milk fucks up your stomach, but
Imagine.
not pizza from a gas station.
Nah. Not pizza, hell no. Like I said, wings and tacos and
That's
shit like
even
that.
worse.
No, that should be hitting.
No cheese?
No cheese.
I wouldn't do that.
No, I just mean you don't eat cheese at all.
Oh, I eat cheese.
It don't fuck with your stomach. What's your go-to
YOLO.
say?
My shit change all the time. I don't gotta go too soon.
Why are you
I'm
looking at him?
I'm indecisive.
You looked at him like he had to tell, like you had to be like, is it okay to say what I eat?
Nah, I really don't.
All right. I like those. I got addicted to those high chews. They're like better Starburst.
Yeah. Yo,
Yo,
like any gummy.
matter of
But
fact,
then I
like
ate that shit way too much.
I
and
had a
then-
bag of those shits the other day. Them shit busting. They had like the sherbet joints.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
Uh-huh.
then I think I got so fucked. I might have been tripping. I probably, yeah, I was. And I ate like 2 or 3 bags of them.
Mhm.
And that's like eating gum sitting in your stomach. And I'm not going to go into fucking detail, but that shit was horrendous. Rough.
Yeah, I almost
Rough.
ate the whole bag.
Which
I
are
think.
good though.
I need to
So
stop.
now let's get into the music that you guys
real
right after the
Música,
right after
la
the shit
música.
right after the shit talk. We'll talk about nah for real. You guys you guys dropped an album together, and then you guys just dropped each a
project.
And then you're making Kids that's dropping next month that has all y'all on it.
And we just dropped the what little EP, Muchachos EP.
Yeah,
Los Muchachos.
that's crazy. Working.
Yes, sir.
Working every day, man.
Yeah. That's what you got to do. Like,
For real.
just like outwork everyone else. Yeah.
That's all it is.
You know, to maintain my momentum.
Mhm.
You know, because you build up. It's like you have these oh man, shit just changes so quick. And you make music, and then you go through a phase where you don't make music, and then you make music, and then, and shit just changes on you, and you start. But if you maintain that momentum, imagine how much faster you could evolve.
Yeah, because you have to think about it like a job, because that is your job if you want to do.
Yes,
and you can't
career.
like take a week off from your job.
But
if
it's
you
something
want,
you pursue, and invest into,
Yeah.
as well as you invest. Like, it wouldn't just be investing, money into it. It's also investing your time into it. That's something you pursue.
What a part-time job is 20 hours because full-time's 40. So like 20, 30 hours is a part-time job. People have full-time jobs and part-time jobs. If you can put a part-time job energy every week into like that, you're gonna be so far ahead of like 98% of people. It's crazy. Like it's crazy when you realize that's all it is. You know? Like I was reading Gucci's autobiography, and he was like literally making like 10 to 15 songs a day and putting out almost all of them. Like a month he would drop like 2 projects, like crazy shit. And not all of them are going to be good.
Right.
And I'm not saying put out like shit, but like he was out. There's a reason that he is who he is, just because like, and when you're like, oh shit, if I can outwork everyone, like,
why couldn't I do it?
Exactly. Like,
bro, just consistency. You gotta keep working.
Everyone falls off for a month.
No.
If you don't take a month off, but if you don't take a month off, even if you push through it, like I do 3 episodes a week of this shit. I know some of them aren't going to be good. I know, but I don't take a week off because it's like a journal. Like I can be like, oh, I was off at that point in my life with that person. Like I knew and then I can change that. But
go back to it.
Ain't no one doing the amount of podcasts I am, other than like maybe like the professionals.
Yeah.
You know?
I always see you putting out work on Instagram. I always see you getting new people, going new places. I always think that that's so cool.
Yeah.
But I think that's what it, like, I don't think I'm like crazy talented at it. I was just talking to Primo Beats out of Detroit, and he's like, hard work beats talent every day of the week. And then he goes, and then if you have both.
Yeah, for real. Imagine what you can do.
I think that's what Mike saw in all of y'all, but that's what you guys like,
Yeah.
Because it's not just, as my dad always said, like talent is like your foot in the door. It's like, what can you do after that? Like,
Yeah. That's literally what's going on here type shit.
Yeah, you guys are here like making music, like literally in between the podcasts, y'all were making, like, it wasn't like you guys were just rolling up and smoking and fucking around and fucking, twiddling your thumbs right after. And then you made that dope ass track. That all of y'all are on that one?
On that one, Kevin, and then King Max.
Okay. Yeah, that one's crazy.
Thank you.
That one's crazy. That. What do you guys see? Because it's funny. I usually talk to like people who are like not younger. Like you guys are younger. Like, what do you see as your future in music, out like with music and life? Like what do you want out of it?
I just want to be in a position to, put all my peoples into position to get this money, make or just to want something better for themselves, because there's so much out there, dude. A lot of people are stuck in the same city, same mindset, shit.
I'm going to expand on what Kevin said. I just want to be able to get to a point where I could be able to consistently help everybody that I care about around me in case anything were to ever go wrong. And I hope that music is the path that it takes me to. I hope that music is the reason that I'm able to do all of that. I hope that I can do it with my boys as well, because that would just make it 100 times better.
I think that's amazing. And I want to hear what you have to say, but I do want to change what you're going to say a little bit. And you say hope, but I had a friend, shout out Dan Leahy, because this really did change my life. Whenever I said I wanted to be something, or like I hope, like you'd be like, nah, say you are.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
don't manifest something.
Exactly. Right. You are like, even when like I am a comedian, like, like I am this instead of like I hope, like, and when you start saying it out loud, it starts becoming like, and it's just a change. I don't know. It's just something that really did, like, I make a conscious effort to do that.
Yeah, see, I'm glad you're listening and you caught it. So
it's just something that he called in me, and it's like, it was an important change.
Yeah, bro. So just same shit, just like everybody else, bro. Like with my music, I'm just trying to me myself. I'm just trying to have people relate because I know there's some people that can't do music or just they like to find other things to just have a feeling, feel comfortable, bro, and remember what life is. And that's what I'm trying to do with music. I'm just no matter what happens in life, my music gets to people and they understand what the fuck is going on. And I'm making music with people. Like I love doing features. Like making it like doing a feature with somebody is like getting to know the person to me, like on a personal level. Because you seeing how he work, you seeing how he do what he does. Is like music is life, it's art. You gotta take that shit really into the heart, bro. Like, yeah.
That's how I know you're in it, because how you describe that is how I describe like this. You know, like when you really found your path, you know, and that's your art. That's how you see life. Like that's how you look at people. That's how you like. And it's crazy. Oh wait, I want to say this is because Kevmac you said that the thing you want to do is to put your people in positions and help, and like hearing your story, like you just giving him like kind of you doing that already, like that's cool that you're making, you know. It's just funny that you're saying that, and that's kind of your origin story of you coming here.
But
like,
you know, like just understanding that, also understanding that I have an impact on others. So like I have to want better for myself too. And you know, and that's also the goal. This music shit, you know, it helps me release a lot of it's an outlet for me. You know, and that also helps me understand a lot of shit and date back on a lot of shit. You know, so what I want to get out of this is I want to get the best me, meet the best me, you know, that I could be, and give that to those around me, you know, and others, and make a good impact for them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, right?
No.
Real shit.
And you guys had like not a lot of people. I know you probably get like caught in the eye of the storm sometimes, where it's like you don't even see. I don't know if you're like you don't even like feel the accomplishment sometimes.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
You know, like it feels like you're like, but I just want like when's the next one?
Right.
Like I don't even get to enjoy. It's like other people almost like if you don't catch me the day of that something happens, I'm almost upset when you thank me, because I'm like, it's not the next thing.
Right.
And that's not a good thing. Like that's not like a thing that should be happening, but it's a real feeling I have, because it's like I just always want to be better, but I also need to like control that, you know.
Right.
You know, because like you do get to, and you should enjoy the cool shit. Like you should, like you having your first song with Benny, you haven't, like all you guys, your first tracks are put out on Struggle.
Yeah.
And not for nothing. And I hope Mike does listen to this, but like he has a real impact on the Buffalo music scene.
He really
like,
does.
I don't even know. I hope he realizes it, but like people like he's fucking
I call him the South Buffalo Chief.
Like his numbers are crazier than anybody's in the cities other than the ones you would like, other than Griselda.
Right.
Like
That shit is real.
that shit's like his store. Like
we had 75,000 on Los Muchachos in the first like 6 hours.
That was just
and you also think like people don't get that at all. Like people, I remember having boys put out music videos and get 1,000 views and them being like, oh my God. And then being like, all right, that's it. Like we got 1,000 views on that thing, you know? But you guys got that and you're still working. You still got all this shit coming out. Like that's why like I'm happy. I'm happy we're all doing this, because I believe in you guys and I'm excited to see what comes in like 5 years, 10 years.
I appreciate that, bro.
I appreciate that,
much love, bro.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, vice versa.
All right. I asked this on another episode, and I know other shows do it, so I'm not trying to be like copying, but I do want to know like what is the best piece of advice that you've gotten?
Shit. You got something saying, dude?
Best
There's a
piece
lot,
of advice
man.
that I've
There's a
gotten. Well, I mean, they call me same dude. So Mike has just told me to really like stick with my ways. Mike and my dad, they actually both had like a sit down conversation with me. This was at the old store, but there was a point where I really didn't like what I was putting out, like anything I was putting out, and they really just told me to just. It sounds corny, but just be that same person that you've always been, and just kind of keep going at it and see what comes out.
That's not corny at all. Like,
yeah,
that's real. It's your name. Like, that's your name.
Yeah.
Like, that's
basically
that's real shit.
Like, just kind of keep running with it, and you'll basically break out of that little hole that you're in, because there's been so many times where I've done a track and I was like, nah, this is not it. But then I'll do one like everything recently. I've really loved everything that we've done. The stuff that you just heard off the kids' album, like I love it all, and I'm really glad that they kept pushing me off. Kept pushing me to go for it. So,
bro, just gotta. If you want it, you gotta get it, bro. It's just same thing. Like, there's a lot of advices I done got. And the same shit with every single one of them is like, you just really got to move and do what you got to do to get it. Because ain't nobody, like, I don't believe in handouts. Like, people can help you, but at the end of the day, you got to do something with that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
I don't mean to, I hope this is the one, because when you messaged me on Instagram, that message was like, I felt what you were saying heavy. Because, like, of course, like, I was going to, it's struggle. Like, I'm going to help you. But, like, what you said was real. And I really, like, believed in what you were saying. And that's when I went and I listened to your project. Literally, like, right after I read that message, I was like, all right, I'll listen to your project. And I listened to it. And that shit was fire. Like, that really was. I sat and I smoked and I drove with it.
Yeah, that's shit. Especially when you're driving, man.
And I really fucked with it. And that's why I'm happy we got to do that. And I want to say this, I'm excited to listen to this album, the Los Muchachos. And I'm excited to hear Kids too. But I also want to say for New World Order, that was the name of it.
Yes, sir.
Right? That shit was crazy too.
I appreciate you.
Especially with the artwork. I know we were talking about before. Yeah. But that artwork, stick with like crazy artwork like that. Like make that like
shout out to Raul Duke.
Yeah, make that a fucking vibe because it works perfect.
All right.
When's your do you have a solo project coming?
Do I have a solo project coming? I actually have a project coming with one of our other guys that are in Struggle Cartel. His name is Stretch. He just recently moved, but we've been working on that, and that should be coming out within the next month or two, probably after Kids.
Oh, dope.
But solo wise, yeah, I got to work on a little bit more just because I've been working on everything with my boys and part of the team. But I definitely probably say close to the fall.
Dope.
Fall.
I'm excited. I'll definitely I would love to talk when that comes out.
Sure.
Best piece of advice before we wrap up.
I got you. I think really just to remember your beginning and envision your future. And if you want that shit, then you know what to do. You know what to do. Honestly. If you want something, you know what to do. You know, pave your own path. You're going to do what you got to do to get it. So, you know, every man's faced with a decision. You know, honestly, listen, it said, I like this quote. It said, every man is judged by his reaction to any given situation. I heard that in a Nipsey Hussle song. That shit really stuck out to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. Because before I made that decision, and Peter and I talked about it, Aponsi, we talked about the decision that you make. Before I made that, I would just let my reactions be what they were. Mm-hmm. However I felt, that was the reaction I'd have. But now I'm glad we're wrapping up because I don't know what the fuck that is. But now I take a deep breath and I think about how I'm going to react to whatever it is.
Right.
Not just go with like what my emotional feeling is to them. Man, thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you, man.
This
I
is
really
your
appreciate
outro
it.
music. No, but I really do appreciate
guy.
it.
That was
Thank
a crazy
you.
ass speaker.
Yeah, nah, I appreciate you to give me another opportunity and hop on the show again, you know?
No, 100%.
It was great, bro.
Always
feel welcome. Man.
Struggle was the first place, and so struggle. I'm always with
I'm
y'all.
so glad.
For
Y'all have a
For
fan
real.
in me, for real.
Again,
Definitely
vice
watching your
versa.
shits too, man. Yo, I just want to say something real quick. Y'all know everybody gonna say something. Just want everybody to tap in. Only Way Out, all on all platforms. Los Muchachos, out on all platforms. Shout out Struggle Mike. Shout out Sam Buck. Shout out Same Dude, Kevmac, Granzy, the whole crew. We out here, man. We lit. We about to make something big.
Salute.
Let's do it.
Everyone's
Let's do it.
Instagram.
Let's do it. Struggle. Hold on, man. Let me talk about shit real quick, though. Struggle Cartel. You know what the fuck going on, man. Shout out my man JJ Lewis, my boy Sam Dude, Cranzy. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Kevmac. Tune into my last album, New World Order, on all streaming platforms. Hit me
Maybe
on the
some
Instagram.
crazy merch coming.
Yo, maybe some crazy merch coming. You know what I'm saying? Hit me on my Instagram, Kevmac Money. Hit my boy up.
You can hit me up on bookings and features and all that. Instagram, Buffalo Made, JJ Lewis on all fucking socials.
You can catch me on Instagram at Same Dude. You can catch me on Facebook under Same Dude, YouTube, whatever you need. Same Dude.
If you Google Sam Buck, it's a gay country singer.
I was happy as hell when I Googled my
Swear
shit.
to God.
Laughing to the Bed by Chief Keef. Like, ha 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 ha.
I just want to get, I have more followers than him on Instagram now, but I want to get to a point that when you Google Sam Buck, it's not a gay
it's you.
singer. And I no problem with it, but it is funny as shit.
For real.
All
That's
right.
crazy.
Peace out, everyone.
Peace out.